Good day everyone, I'm Angeline S. Tolentino and I will be discussing the introduction of our study. This study aims to consider the influence of socioeconomic status as one of the factors on the motivation level of students attending NAUST. The relationship between academic motivation and socioeconomic status has been studied for many years. Many studies on academic motivation concluded that students who are intrinsically or internally motivated have the best chance in educational success, according to Ryan 2016. However, due to the low socioeconomic circumstances that might result in a high degree of illiteracy and poverty, there can be a significant proportion of parental and material deprivation of students' academic demands when their competencies is assessed in the comparison of performance or excellence criteria. This idea will have an impact to the thorough processing of investment data.
Student academic growth is critically dependent on motivation. It is a discipline that is susceptible to a variety of influences, such as socioeconomic position. This study aimed to determine the correlation between socioeconomic status and the motivation of BTLED in order to formulate support activities for students who lack academic motivation by addressing the following questions, which are: 1. Determine the demographic profiles of the respondents in terms of age, gender, year level. 2. Determine the socioeconomic status of the respondents in terms of neighborhood, home durability, parents' highest educational attainment, parents' occupation, monthly family income. 3. Determine the academic motivation of the respondents in terms of interest, self-determination, willingness to learn. 4. Is there a significant relationship between socioeconomic status and perceived motivation of BTLED students of NAUST? 5. To formulate support activities for students who lack academic motivation.
The research paradigm of this study contains the IPO that represents all the factors and variables. The input shows to determine the demographic profile of the respondents, socioeconomic status, and academic motivation. The process conveys the preparation of tools for gathering data, collecting data through the use of a survey and statistical treatment of data. The output is to formulate support activities for students who lack academic motivation. Theoretical framework. Since our study is about the socioeconomic status and academic motivation of the students being investigated, we chose self-determination theory by Deci and Ryan and role of cause in expectancy value theory anchored in motivation, while we found some theories regarding socioeconomic status. In the self-determination by Deci and Ryan, they divided motivation into three classifications: a motivation, extrinsic motivation, and intrinsic motivation. Another theory of motivation is role of cause in expectancy value theory that describes the relationship between a student's expectancy for success at a task. On the other hand, in socioeconomic status, Max Weber conceptualized inequality along three related tracks: class, status, and party. These theories we found are relevant to our study because it can help us gather more information and to prove whether there is a significant relationship between socioeconomic status and academic motivation.
Significance of the study. This study will be a great contribute to the member of society, namely school, teacher, parents, student, and future researcher. This study will be served as information about socio-economic status and motivation of BTLED student of NAUST. This study will be significant to the school, teacher, parents, student, and future researcher to formulate support activities for students who lack academic motivation, promote scholastic aspiration that has a significant impact on their academic achievement and social development.
The study focused on second and third year level at NAUST's Wacab campus, which in second year level, it contains of 27 girls and 5 boy students, and in third year level, students are divided into two sections, which the section A has 29 girls and 8 boys, and in section B, there are 24 girls and 3 boys, total of 96 students.
Methodology. This is the overall methods and design that we will use to have an idea about the research designs, respondents of the study, population and sampling, data gathering procedure, and statistical treatment. It is a techniques to know and identify the information about our research. In this methodology, we will need to utilize the resources that we will use to complete the needed, such as the research design, research locale, and research instruments. In research design, we choose quantitative descriptive correlation design. Why? Because we want to know and measure the relationship between the socioeconomic status and the academic motivation. In research locale, we choose the students of Bachelor of Technology and Livelihood Education at Nueva Ecija University of Science and Technology. In research instruments, we the researchers will be using Likert scale, and we will conduct it on second year to third year students.
The survey of this study, we use a Likert scale rating 4 to 1, which are strongly agree, disagree, and strongly disagree. And this research questionnaire was adapted from the self-structure survey. The questionnaire will use as the main data gathering. In academic motivation scale, there are 15 questions to be answered by respondents that about on interest, while in socioeconomic scale, there are 10 questions, including the personal experience with socioeconomic profile of the respondents' parents.